Okay, so I start doing this through, right? So what is the gradient here? It's already y the subject, so the gradient is 3, but they want perpendicular line, so 3 means 3 over 1. So what do you want then? Positive, so that's negative, minus 1 over 3. Y equals minus 1 over 3x plus c, that's your x and y substituted. 5 equals, sorry, there was a minus here, minus 1 over 3. X is what number? X is 5 plus c. Okay, if you multiply everything by 3, you know what, just 5 is equals, if you multiply minus 1 over 3 times 5, this will give you minus 5 over 3 plus c. C is just add minus 5 over 3, you add it on, so technically it's 5 plus 5 over 3, which is, use a calculator for now, is that 20 over 3? Then what is the equation? Y equals minus 1 over 3x plus 20 over 3. Okay, just use a calculator, don't be bothered. Okay, it's easy. Right, next one. L1 is L2 are perpendicular, so what is the gradient of L1? L1 gradient, sorry, is 2. L2 gradient, okay, 6y equals, to move it to the other side, minus kx plus 12. Y equals minus k over 6x. 12 divided by 6 is just 2. So what is the gradient of L2? ms. So L1 gradient was 2, yeah. This is minus k over 6. So remember, what did I say? So if you have two perpendicular lines, if you want to show they are perpendicular, m1 times m2, it's minus 1. So what is m1 is 2 times m2 is minus k over 6, should be equals to minus 1. That will give you minus 2k over 6 equals minus 1, times it here, minus 2k equals minus 6, k is 3. Okay, if you have two gradients that are perpendicular, then just if you multiply the first gradient by the second gradient, you should get negative 1. But if you want to find the negative, if you want to find the perpendicular gradient, you know what to do. You just switch the fraction and then change the sign, isn't it? Okay, it's kind of the same thing. Next one. M is the midpoint of PQ. How to do the midpoint? Just add them and divide by 2. M is of P and Q. Midpoint. Minus 3 add 1 is minus 2 divided by 2 is minus 1, comma, minus 6 add 4 is minus 2 divided by 2 is minus 1. N is the midpoint of QR, this and this. 1 at 5 is 6, divided by 2 is 3. 4 at minus 2 is 2, minus divided by 2 is 1. Prove that Mn is parallel to PR. Mn, what is the gradient of Mn? How to do? Change in y over change in x. Change in y. So 1 take away minus 1 over 3 take away 1, which technically is 2 over 4, which is just a half. And we want to do PR gradient. P and R is this one. Change in y, minus 2 take away minus 6 over 5 take away minus 3. That will give it 6 minus 2, because it's a negative negative, that makes this positive, remember that. That makes that positive anyways. That will give you 4 over 8, which is just half. Are they parallel? Yes, they have the same gradient, which is a half, isn't it? Right, you know the length formula. Square root of length is x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Okay, square root of, you can do y2 minus y1 first. I'm just going to do the y2 minus y1, it doesn't really matter. Minus 5 minus 6 squared, take away, sorry, plus 8 minus 7 squared. Just plug it down. I'll just do this one first, this one second. It's easy, because then you can correlate to that, the gradient formula, isn't it? So just type it through a calculator. Minus 5 minus 6 squared plus 8 minus 7 squared, which is root 346. Answer to one decimal place, 18.6. It will be a simple 2-mark question. Okay. Next one. M is the midpoint of AB. So let's see what M is. Midpoint means you add them and divide by 2. 7 at minus 3 is 4 divided by 2 is 2. 13 at 21 is what? 34 divided by 2 is 17. N is the midpoint of BC, which is these guys, so let's add these together. 15 at minus 3 is 12 divided by 2 is 6. 21 at 23, which makes it 44 divided by 2, which is 22. And work out the distance between M and N. Okay, distance is square root of y2 minus y1, which is 22 minus 17 squared, plus x2 minus x1, 6 minus 2 squared. Answer to 1 decimal place anyways. Square root of 22 minus 17 close bracket squared plus 6 minus 2 close bracket squared root 41, which is 6.4 to 1 decimal place. That's the answer. Okay, next one. The equation of this is a readable point here and here. 2 and 1, 2 over 1, that's 2, so that's y equals 2x, where it crosses your y-axis. What number? 1. 2x add 1. Next one, this one. That's a good point it crosses. That's probably another good point it crosses here and there. 3 and 1, so 3 divided by 1, just 3 anyways. Y equals 3x, and where it crosses your y-axis, what number does it cross with? Minus 6. Y equals 3x minus 6. Next one. A good pointed cross here, here. Could do that. That's 2 and 1. 2 over 1 is just 2. But y equals not positive 2, because the line goes that way. It's a negative gradient, remember. Yeah. Minus 2x, and where it crosses y-axis, 3. Y equals minus 2x at 3. Okay, next one. The straight line has an equation of 3y. Yep. Make y the subject. Y equals 4 over 3x plus 7 over 3. The gradient of this is 4 over 3, but they want parallel or perpendicular? Perpendicular. So switch the sign. Plus become minus. 4 over 3 becomes 3 over 4. Y equals minus 3 over 4x plus c. X and y coordinate. Y is minus 5 equals minus 3 over 4. X is 3 plus c. If you multiply it, 5 equals to, I'm just going to multiply using a calculator anyways. Minus 3 over 4, which is minus 9 over 4 plus c. You just add it on. Minus 5 add 9 over 4. Use a calculator anyways. When you multiply, remember you could do minus 3 times 3 is minus 9 anyways. So that is going to give me minus 5 plus 9 over 4 minus 11 over 4, and y equals minus 3 over 4x minus 3 over 4x minus 11 over 4, and that's the equation. Okay. Question number 19. Okay, it says the point P has a coordinate of 3, 4. PQ is that gradient. Okay. What is the gradient of PQ? Change in y over change in x, which is b minus 4 over a minus 3. You can't simplify that. What is the gradient of that line? 2y, make it subject, minus 3x plus 7. What is y? Is minus 3 over 2 x plus 7 over 2. So the gradient of that one is minus 3 over 2 then. It's technically the same line. No, it's not the same line. It's a perpendicular line. So what do you know about perpendicular lines? If two lines are perpendicular, okay, what I could do, or technically remember, you could do m1 times m2 equals to minus 1. So basically saying this multiplied by that should give you minus 1, and you solve it to make b the subject. Okay, you want to make b the subject here. Okay, or you could say b minus 4 over a minus 3 is equal to not minus 3 over 2, because it's perpendicular, switch it over, positive 2 over 3. Cross around, 3b minus 12 equals 2a minus 6. Make what b the subject, so 3b is equals 2a plus 12 on it, so plus 6. B is 2a plus 6 all over 3. That's the answer. Okay. Next one, find the equation diagonal. Because if it's diagonal, remember it is going to go perpendicular to it. So it's basically when they say this equation of perpendicular line, what is the gradient of this is half. You want a perpendicular line which is minus 2 because you switch it over. So for the time y equals minus 2x plus c, y is 11 minus 2 bracket 5 plus c, 11 equals what's that, minus 10 plus c, c is add a 10, 21. So y equals how many? Minus 2x plus 21. Okay, because remember the diagonal in this rhombus case is always going to be perpendicular. Next one, find the equation of perpendicular line. Okay, what is y is equal to? Divided 3 over 2x minus 7 over 2, m is 3 over 2. You want a perpendicular line, so minus 2 over 3 that is. Then y equals, what is it, minus 2 over 3x plus c, x and y equals minus 2 over 3 times by x is, sorry, y was what number was it? Minus 5, 6 plus c, minus 5 equals minus 12, 2 times 3, minus 12 over 3, which is minus 4, plus c, c is add a 4 on that one, which makes it minus 1. Y equals minus 2 over 3x minus 1. That's the equation. Okay. Next one. This is in the ratio of p to q. Q to r is in the ratio of 2:3. What number is that? Minus 6. This is 0. No idea what the other numbers are. So this is 2:3. Here to here is how much? 6. So how far do we go to that one then? That is q to r. That's if 6 is 2. So sorry, if 6 is so in terms of 2 is 3. If that is 6, what's that times it by? What's that? 3 times it by 3. That makes 9. Go up 9. So 0 add 9, which makes it, I think we will go 9 here. So it's 9 comma something. This is a 0, and we go up to what number? That's coordinate is 3. 2:3. We go, how high do we go? 3. 2 to go to 3 times it by 1.5 times this also by 1.5, which is 4.5. So from here to here is 4.5. So 3, this was a 3, add 4.5 is 7.5. So that coordinate is 9 comma 7.5. Okay, just see how far and then do the ratio. The equation that is perpendicular to L and passing through Q. Okay, I'll change the colors of the pen. Perpendicular to L. L goes through this point. So what is the gradient of L? Technically is the gradient of PQ, which is change in y over change in x, which is 3 take away 0 over 0 take away minus 6. That's 3 over, this technically is a plus, over 6, which is a half. But they don't want that, they want perpendicular. So switch it over. M is 2, but minus 2. Y equals minus 2x plus c. But you can't choose it to go through P and Q. You have to go through what? Q, because they said it has to go through Q. So that's your x and y. Y is 3 equals minus 2 bracket x is 0 plus c. Technically c is 3. Y equals what is then? Minus 2x plus 3. Okay. Next one. Right. Let's see. A straight line L passing through the equation. A has a coordinate perpendicular to the wall. The line L crosses y-axis at point B, intersects at point C. The work out the area of ABC. Okay, I'll come back to that at the end because that's a long question today, to be honest. Okay. Let's just technically everything after this is long question anyways. Alright, let's just do 18, then we'll come back to it because I won't have enough space. I need to pull off the other page to do it. Okay, L1. This is the one. So what is the gradient? M is what? Change in y over change in x. what's the equation? It's 2 take away 6 over 12 minus 4 minus 4 over 8, which is a minus a half. And you want the equation of that one, so that's y equals to minus a half x plus c. Pick an easy one to substitute. It doesn't really matter which one you substitute on that. It doesn't really say much on it. Okay, y is 6 equal minus a half of 4 plus c. 6 equals to what's that? Minus 2 plus c. C is 8. Y equals minus a half x plus 8. That is L1. What about, what's the other one? L2. L2 gradient is 3, so y equals to minus 3x. And where does it go through? The origin. So technically 0. You don't, no one put 0, so technically y equals to minus 3x. And they both intersect. What does intersect mean? You put them as simultaneous equation. So put them together. So that's L2. Make the y that. So what is that? Minus a half x plus 8 is equal to y, which is that minus 3x. Move it to that side. Add a 3x on it, which is what's that going to give you? 2.5, which is 5 over 2x. Plus 8 move to the other side, minus 8. X is equals to minus 8 times by 2 divided by 5. X is what coordinate? Minus 16 over 5. And you want the y coordinate. Pick an easy one, this guy. Y equals minus 3 times minus 16 over 5. 48 over 5. So x coordinate is minus 16 over 5, comma 48 over 5. And these are your coordinates to do with it. Does that make sense? Yeah. Right, next one. Question number 19. ABCD is a rectangle. ABE are points on a straight line. AE equals to EB. So this is technically equal to that. Find the equation of M. M is perpendicular to that L. So what is the L equation is? So 2y equals, move the x to the other side, minus x plus 12 divided y equals minus x divided by 12 is minus a divided by 2 is minus a half x plus 6 12 divided by 2 is 6. So the gradient is a minus a half on that guy. If that gradient is a minus half, this one, it's 2 over 1, which is 2. So y equals, what is it? 2x plus c. Sorry. They said AE, I need a coordinate now. That's the problem. I better write down the coordinate of A, because that's where it's common for both of them. So if you look at it, what is the coordinate of E? The coordinate of E is easy, because x plus 2y for the E coordinate equal to 12. It crosses the y-axis. If something crosses y-axis, what is 0? X value is 0. So put x is 0. So that makes it 2y is 12. Y is 6. So 0, 6. That coordinate is 0, 6. Then if you want where it crosses x-axis, which is this coordinate, where y is 0, put y is 0. X technically plus 0 equals to 12 anyways. So that's 12, 0. That's 12, 0, and that's 0, 6. And what is this coordinate will be? Well, 0. 12 means what the number is, minus 12. 6, that makes this 12. So A coordinate is minus 12, 12. Because they said they are equal length on that side. So put them in. X and y. Y is 12 equals 2 bracket minus 12 plus c. 12 equals minus 24. Plus c. C is 36. Y equals 2x plus 36. That's the answer. Equation of M. Yeah. Right, moving on. Okay. Okay, let me open up a page here. There you go. The equation of line that passes through C and is perpendicular to A and B. What is the coordinate of A? Is minus 2, 0. What is the coordinate of B? 0, 4. Perpendicular to AB. So what is your AB gradient? Is change in y over change in x. 0 take away 4 over what is that? Minus 2 take away 0, minus 2 take away 0. Which which is minus 4 over minus 2, which is 2. But you don't want that gradient. You want the other gradient. The other gradient is ms. Technically 2 means 2 over 1 anyways. Minus 1 over 2. So y equals minus 1 over 2x plus c. And where does it pass through? It passes through c. So you have to substitute c coordinate in it. Y is minus 1 equals minus a half. X is 5 plus c. Minus 1 equals times 1 times 5 is minus 1 times 5 is minus 5 over 2 plus c. Minus 1 add 5 over 2. C is what? 3 over 2. Y equals minus a half x plus 3 over 2. That's the answer. Okay. Next one. So this is very similar to the one that we've seen before anyways. If you look at it, if you could kind of sketch this out, x and y. Minus 3 comma 1, which is here. Minus 3 comma 1, this is L coordinate. Then 4 comma 9. 4 comma 9, that is M. And N is somewhere far, I think. What is this number? Is minus 3. That number is 1. That number is 9. That number is 4. Here to here is, what was it? 7. Okay. So 2 is to 3. So that L to M was 2 instead of 2 it was 7 now. Times it by 3.5. Times it by 3.5 to do it. That makes it what? 3 times 3.5. 10.5. So from here to here is 10.5. That will make that 14.5. Comma. Here to here, that's okay. So 2 is to 3. Here 1 to 8 is 8. So that's 8. That's times it by 4. Times it by 4. That makes it 12. So from here to here is 12. 9 at 12, which is 21. Alright, yeah. So the coordinate is basically of n as 14.5 comma 21. Just do ratios. Okay. Next one. Point A has a coordinate of that, so roughly no, here 6 here, roughly 7 here. What's that? That is somewhere here, isn't it? Roughly 38, somewhere there. What's that? 36. If you notice it, this and this one in the middle is the midpoint. It's the middle, exactly in the middle. What's the middle of that then roughly? 6 at 38. So what's the middle? 6 at 38, 44 divided by 2 is 22. Okay, got it. Now the problem is, this is not the middle of these two. If you look at these two, this is not the middle, because it comes 1 full length and 2 length, and here is 1 length and basically a half a length, which is not going to cut it. Okay, so because these are all squares, I can work out the length of each square. So for example, I could do this if I wanted. So which is the distance between 6 and 22? Exactly in the middle of 6 and 22, then in this one. The 6 here, 22 here, this is in the middle. 6 at 22 is 28, and divided by 2 is 14. So how far is it? I think it's 8. So each is 8. That would make more sense, isn't it? Like, 6, 20, 14, 22, what was that? 30, then 38. There you go, makes sense. So if I do this one, if I go one more box, which is, how much was it? Each box? 8. And that makes it 15. I'll go how many box here? No, half a box, which makes it a 4. Half box, 19. So what is the coordinate of C then? C is 22 comma 19. Alright, just a little bit of common sense on the question. Next one. Okay, this one instead of a square now is a rectangle. So this is actually a simultaneous equation. How we know it's a simultaneous equation? We will call this length and this is width. What is this number is 3? This number is 4. What is this number is 20 I think, and if you go down up to here is 11. What do we have in order to do from here to here? Look, here to here, this is one width and one length. So how many length is it technically to go from 4 to 20? You go one length and one width and two lengths. So 2 length plus 1 width gives you how much is the gap? 16. From here to here, that's one length. That's one length. Or technically that's another length, but you go back how much? You go back a width. So that's technically 2 length, but not plus 1 width, is actually take away 1 width. Do you see? Because that's one length and that's one fully length, but then it goes past that. You have to go back again a width. That's why you take away that width over here. Should be equal to, what is the gap between these two? 11 take away 3 is 8. How to solve it? Add them up. 4 length is equal to 24 because plus w minus w cancels. Length is 6. 2 times 6 plus w, I'm substituting in the first equation, equals 16. That makes it 12. W is 4. So one length is 6 and width is 4 then. This one, see, is one length from it, which makes it 6 from it. 3 at 6 makes it 9 here. And one width from it, width is 4, I think. 4 at 4, which makes it 8 here. So the coordinate of that is 9, 8. Okay. Right, we'll go back to the last question, which I needed more space for it. There you go. That one, put up a space here. There you go. The equation is this, and the point A has a coordinate, straight line M passing through it. Okay, I don't know why that is not very clear on that side, but okay. The line L crosses the point into the area. Okay, so I could do a small sketch out on this. X and Y. The point A has a coordinate of 0, 2. 0, 2 is here. A coordinate is 0, 2. The M is perpendicular to L and goes through point A. Okay, so I can work out the equation of L. Sorry, equation of M, because that is L. That equation is L. So if you look at the L, make it the 2y equals, what is it? Minus 3x, move it to the other side, plus 17. Y is minus 3 over 2x plus 17 over 2. The gradient is minus 3 over 2. But the gradient I want is, because they are perpendicular, 2 over 3. Y equals 2 over 3x plus c. And where does it go through? It goes through the A coordinate, which is this one, x and y. Y is 2 equals 2 over 3 bracket 0 plus c. If you multiply, that's 0. C is 2. Y equals 2 over 3x plus 2. L crosses y-axis at point B. Okay. So where does L crosses y-axis? So what is the equation of L? L equation is 3x plus 2y equals 17. You're looking for point B, where it crosses, point B is where it crosses y-axis. When something crossing y-axis, what is 0? X value is 0. Put x is 0, so 3 times 0 is 0, 2y is 17. Y is 17 divided by 2, what's that? 8.5? So technically 0, 8.5. So where is it? 0, 8.5. 0, nope. How is 0, 8.5 there? No. A lot far here. 0, 8.5. Then the other one is what coordinate? L and M intersect at point C. Okay. So if L and M intersect, that means you put them equal to each other. Okay. So what is the y of the L? This is a y equation for the L. And what is the y equation of the M? There you go. Y equals y minus 3 over 2x plus 17 over 2 equals 2 over 3 x plus 2. 2 over 3x plus 3 over 2 x. 17 over 2, take away the 2, which will give you, what is 17 over 2, take away 2, which should be what, 13 over 2, and then 2 over 3 plus 3 over 2, 13 over 6, x. Multiply this by 6 divided by 13. So 13 times it by 6 divided by 2 times 13. And you know what happened, 13 and 13 cancel. X is what? 3. I need the y value. What is y? Is a substitute somewhere. Just substitute in this equation. Doesn't remember. 2 over 3 bracket x is 3 plus 2. 3 times 3 cancels. Y equals 2 at 2, it makes it 4. 3 comma 4. And that's your point C where it crosses. 3 comma 4. 3 comma 4. That's the point where it crosses. Let's see. And what do they want? Area of ABC is this triangle they want. A, and I think that's B coordinate anyways. Okay, so in this triangle they want this area. So what is the base? The base, a lot of people think, is that way. No. Now it's this way. It's easier. So this way is base. So here to here, that is your base. How much is the base? 8.5 to 2. That makes it 6.5, I think. And what is the height? Here to here is the height. The height, a lot of people think y value is a height. No. How far is it to go from here to here? What number is that? 3 far. So your base times your area of a triangle is what? We know that base times height divided by 2. What is the base? Is 6.5 times it by the height base. Worked it out. 3 divided by 2. 39 over 4. Unit squared. Okay. A very simple one to do.